Time. He's getting a little Lulu. He's getting a Lulu with us.
I don't know. I'm in bed by 10.
Here we go, kids. Now, I just want to give you an update. This is brand new. It's the first time you've seen it, ever, brand new. It's on sale, so instead of $159, we're at $134. Here's the thing. This is a blue opal piece. We have the necklace. And we have the earrings. If you want this, it is on its way already to selling out. We've sold 200 from that sneak peek. If you're a woman who loves to wear your chambrays, if you love to wear your denims, your indigos, all of those gorgeous colors we love to wear, this is going to be striking when you wear it with all the denim you own. If you just love the color blue, which is so beautiful, this is a perfect necklace. And it is, I love that you incorporated the silver with it too.
Yeah, and this, you know, like, we've done something similar. Okay, we've done something similar. This is the very first time you're getting to see this. And this, they wanted me to bring back the blue opal, but I said, no, I'm not gonna bring back the exact same necklace, because literally, we did it, we literally sold, we sold thousands of the original blue opal necklace. And so, what when I told them, they said, well, can you bring it back? So I said, okay, but I'm gonna change it up. Now, I will tell you this, a lot of just funny stories is this particular material, we don't own all of it. We don't have a total exclusive on it, but just recently somebody put out a bid on a blue opal necklace, and they had seen that we had blue opal. So I've had all these contractors calling us, trying to source this to see if that we have the rough, and we'll sell it to them. This is a very, very rare. It's a very rare color. And they still have this material, but it literally, we're right in the process right now of trying to gather more of it. It comes out of an old, I believe it's either tin, or they were mining zinc or tin. It's a huge open pit mine. But when you see the picture, and you see the picture of the mine, of the pit, the one thing you don't see in the pit is you don't see any equipment. There's no mining going on, right?
Really?
There's nothing happening in the mine, and that's because they've abandoned the mine. So one of the cool things, as you walk down into the mine, you see these veins of blue opal.
Oh, that must be beautiful.
No, there's veins of blue opal. Now, they're not like, these aren't like 2 inches thick, right? These are real, they call them spider veins. Huh. And so there's like these little veins that go through there. So all the villagers, what they do, and I had pictures of their tools, but I don't know what we did with them. But we have pictures of the tools. They actually, what the average tool on this is a piece of rebar. Do you know what rebar is?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's what they, that they put in concrete, right? It's a piece of metal. They normally put it in concrete to pour concrete. It reinforces. They'll take a piece of rebar. They'll cut it to about maybe like 2 feet long. They'll take one end of the rebar and they'll sharpen it. And then they go down, they'll see, yeah, there you go. All right, you know what?
Allison's
I gotta tell you,
on it.
She is on it, and she's gonna get a gold star. Okay, this is the mine. Okay, so, but look at the mine. This is a big open pit mine, right? So, like I said, I believe they were mining tin in there at one time. It was either tin or zinc. I can't remember what they were mining. But see, anytime you see an open pit mine like this, and there's no miners though. This right here, now that's kind of a close-up shot. You can see the little pipe thing that they were using to dig it,
on the upper left-hand side.
So, but can you see it's what they call seam opal. So there's the seams of that. Now those aren't really thick. That looks like those are like 2 inches thick or something. They're not, right?
Oh, they're not.
Yeah, that's a close-up shot. That's one of those selfie things, like when you're showing the fish, right? And you want to show like it's big, right? So you put the camera really close. There, that's a better shot of it. And that's actually a big piece right there in the hand. But this material, it's interesting how they collect it, because in that big open pit mine, all the local villagers, think how cool this is, okay? So now this big, huge companies come in, they've dug this big hole in their backyard, right? They've mined, and all of these people at one time worked at that mine. Well, now they don't have a job. They've left, and they didn't really reclaim it. But in a way that's bad, in a way it's good though, because then they're walking in the mine and they see the opal seams. So they see the seam opal, they're doing that.
Right.
They take this, they pry it out. There's nobody that owns the claim. So basically how this works, there's nobody that controls it. Everybody goes down, they mine it. You know, like, it's really funny. They bring in some guy will have it like in a plastic bag. Somebody have some burlap.
Really?
And it's like if you want to go to the grocery store type thing. Seriously, this is how it is. This is how they mine it. Like, say that you want to go get some rice or whatever. Okay. You walk down, you pick out opal, right?
Right.
And then you take it, and there's one guy who's our guy, and you take it to him. He sorts through it, he grades it. We don't take anything, we don't take any of the garbage. They know to bring the good stuff.
Right.
They bring all the good stuff. He weighs it up, he buys it from them. When he has enough material, and puts enough material together, we give him the money to go as he buys.
Sure.
When we have enough where we could ship it, and I'm talking, you know, at least like 2 tons, right?
Right.
Of material. It takes a long time to gather it. Once we have that, then we ship it and we get it. It took us a long time. This was a Today Special, and we blew through all the rough. This is all new material that we're getting.
Oh, is this?
What I really love, the one you're wearing, and if you could see the differences in these.
Up close?
Okay.
I'll do it together.
See, everyone is going to be uniquely different.
It's beautiful.
See that beautiful
I have to
blue?
tell you, I've never seen the blue opal.
Now,
It's gorgeous.
This is the very first time that I've incorporated the actual silver rondelles in there. And I wanted to do something a little different. As far as I know, okay, I don't know of anybody else that's using this material right now, but like I said, I don't control it. I don't have an exclusive on it. I do have the source on it, and we are buying any of the good material right now. Right now, I've got a little bit in stock, enough that maybe toward the middle of or the end of 2020, you're going to start seeing maybe some a little bit of the some cuff bracelets and things like that.
Can I ask you a question? It was a sudolite. What was the one that was so denim friendly? The stone we did here, and you haven't done it in a million years. It's one of my favorite stones in the world to wear with denim. It's a blue. It's not sudolite, is it?
Well, there's sudolite.
Is that got the blues and stuff?
Sudolite is more of like a purple color, but yeah, it's.
Well, there's some stone we did 100 million years ago. No, it was really, and I've got a couple pieces of it for life making. No, I can't remember the name, but it was so denim friendly, and every time I wore jeans or something, I loved putting it on. I still do. I have the pieces. I'll have to bring them in. I'll have to bring them in and show them to you.
Now you got
but this is, and we haven't done that stone in so long. But because we wear so much denim nowadays, it's really tough to find what I like. I think turquoise actually looks better with browns. Isn't that funny? I don't really wear turquoise with denim, believe it or not. Although I know that's I
wear turquoise with everything.
I know, but I just love the contrast of the turquoise. But with this, if you wear a lot of denim, if you have the indigo, I can just, oh my gosh, a white blouse, chambray jeans, a great pair of boots, and this necklace on, just Katie bar the door. But then you can flip it around and wear it very dressy if you want to. If you're going to a beautiful wedding, can you imagine if you have a modern bride and she wants something blue and she actually wore this on her wedding day?
Oh, you never thought about that, something blue.
Be gorgeous, right? I mean, it's ladylike, it's pretty, but you can wear it really, really casual, or you can really dress this one up. And I think it's because, number one, it's an opal, but number two, you did a beautiful job faceting. I think adding the silver rondelles is just exquisite. I think it takes it to the next level.
I just wanted to do something a little different, you know, kind of like add a different touch to it. I didn't want to do the same old. But I will tell you too, this on blue opal, okay? Of all the opal colors, this is very, very rare. You know, in 40 plus years of doing this, the very first time I ever got it, actually in 1978, right?
Really?
Yeah, I actually still had brain cells back then. I could still remember stuff. So in 78, the first time I ever went to Peru, and we got the Peruvian blue opal. And that really started it. I mean, if you have Peruvian blue opal now, it's like printing money, guys.
No
literally. That, you know, but you can't get it, haven't been able to get it for close probably to 20 years. Every now and then I'll find a private collection, somebody's got it. They want like huge money for it. I do have it in my private collection, but I'm not selling it right now. And then the second time, and I still get people requesting this, it was a blue opal that we did a TS with, and it came out of Oregon, but It was right on the line. There was a river. So you got Idaho and you got Oregon. When you went across the stream, you went across the stream, that's where the opal mine was. It was this little pocket.
No way.
And we mined that all out. We got everything that came out of that. And we did it as a Today Special, sold out. Up till about 2 years ago, I still have people calling me, asking me if I have that, if I will make them something.
Oh, funny.
When I found this, okay, so this is the third time in my career that I find a blue opal. Okay, I think that this is humorous. And you know, like I like to tell the stories just because you can really see that how comical this is in a lot of ways, right?
Right.
So a mining friend of mine who is a miner, but he does not mine blue opal for me, right? He brought this to me. He says, "Are you interested in this blue opal?" And I said, "Wow." I said, "This is cool." I said, "So, where's it mined?" You know, because we want to go to the mine. I got to know where the mine is. And he says, "Oh, India." And I said, no. I said, I don't want to know who's brokering it or where they get it. I said, where is it mined? And he said, India. So just like that, because he's
like you weren't understanding quite right.
He's got the kind of same sense of humor I have, which is really, really perverse. Okay, so anyway, I said, no, that's bull, man. Because I can't tell you how many people that tell me, when I ask them, where does the stone come from, they say India. I had some guy bring me lapis one time, and I said, where's it from? He says, India. Of course, I know it's not from India, right? But the thing is the Indians are famous for this. They're traders. They go all over the world. I run into so many Canadians and Indians, and they're actually, they're at the mines because they do that. They buy and they trade in rough. That's something that they do.
Right.
And so, but by God, I traced it down, and guess what? It's mined in India.
It is in India.
There's only, in 43 years of doing this, I've only gotten 2 materials out of India, 2 that were actually mined in India, and this is one of them. I think that's cool. I find that very interesting. But you know what would have been a great footage or great bill was when I said, okay, no. That would have been funny. Not who's brokering it, where's it mined? And then he mimicked India. Like, have you ever had people like, I do this a lot, and a lot of the people want to go out. We don't speak the language. Right. Have you ever done this? So I find myself doing it more so often than not sometimes, where I'm trying to talk to them, so I talk louder. Or I start pronouncing everything
really
like it's really going to make a difference, right? But it was so funny on that, and it's just something that's unusual, it's unique, it's very different.
And I just think the blue color is so
very
easy.
Soft,
oh, it's soft
subtle.
And it's easy. And oh my goodness, like I said earlier, if you imagine wearing white capri pants and you throw this on with a little white tee, or you do have like a denim, I have a really pretty little lightweight denim shirt, this would just pop. And then if you're turning around and wear it with a black sheath dress, as you can see, look how dramatic this is. It really can take on a lot of different personalities.
Well, and also since it's opal,
it's beautiful.
like this is something that you could dress down with, very denim friendly, but it's also something like if you go out, like even what you're wearing now, like, something a little bit more dressy, or if you're going to an occasion, you're going to an event, maybe you're going to awards or to dinner, something that, where you have to dress up. This would actually, it's an opal, and it's not a common opal. I mean, it's something that's very uncommon, and it's all natural. All the colors of that, every bit of that, that's all Mother Nature. There's no enhancement to that at all. All we do is
and I think the faceting makes it even more elegant.
And very few opals, just so everybody knows, very, very few opals will actually take a facet. This was one of them. That they have to be a certain hardness, otherwise they won't facet.
Okay, so we're gonna wrap up on that. We've now sold how many at this point? 700, 800?